It's really hard to imagine that Cleopatra, the Egyptian queen, lived 2000 years ago because her legend refuses to fade. When I think of Cleopatra, I think of Elizabeth Taylor in Ben-Hur, one of the earliest movies I saw. Now, Cleopatra has been immortalized in books and in films. Now, we're using VR, projection, and all kinds of sound and light shows to run through the life and times of Egypt's last queen. This exhibition, called Cleopatra the Experience, drew over 200,000 visitors in Madrid, and it's currently running in East London. If you're there, don't miss it.
Light bends, walls dissolve, and for a moment, 2,000 years fall away. Cleopatra stares back from a mirror framed by serpents. Egypt's last queen, summoned once more. This is Cleopatra the Experience, a 3,000 square meter journey through 9 galleries on London's Royal Docks, blending original artifacts with virtual reality to separate the woman from the myth. The experience unfolds across projection rooms, hologram displays, and interactive installations. Developed in collaboration with historians and Egyptologists, the exhibition drew more than 200,000 visitors. They saw this immersive digital installation when it launched in Madrid. Now, it's the UK's turn, before it travels on to 6 more countries.
In this exhibition we have 2 ways to enjoy the figure of Cleopatra. First one is the new technologies, the VR, metaverse. You can walk with VR glasses. It's amazing because you can visit the palace of Cleopatra in Alexandria. We have a trip with VR glasses to the antiquity to visit the tomb of Cleopatra. It's one of the most incredible mysteries of her life.
Alexandria, Egypt's ancient capital and one of the great cities of the ancient world, comes back to life in this show.
We have also original artifacts, original pieces that connect the present with the past.
More than 20 pieces from the Hellenistic and late Egyptian periods sit alongside the projections. Among them, a bronze of the goddess Isis. Cleopatra identified with her so closely, she called herself the new Isis. A child becomes a queen on the wall before you. Then the goggles go on, and you stand beside her, looking out across the Bay of Alexandria, the great lighthouse, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, shimmering on the horizon. Inside the temple, inside her city, inside perhaps her mind. And then, a question that stops visitors in their tracks. She was the first woman to lead and determine the course of an empire. But who was she? Egyptologist Dr. Chris Naunton says the historical record is tangled but real.
Roman propaganda is a big and important source of information for Cleopatra's story, there's no question about that. They give us a very kind of dramatic, almost scene by scene sort of story, which of course is perfect inspiration for Shakespeare and Hollywood. And it's the kind of historical narrative that we don't have often certainly for earlier periods of ancient Egypt. But we can say at the same time, based on the kind of evidence that somebody like me, an Egyptologist, is more familiar with, we've got archaeological evidence and textual evidence from the time, Egyptian inscriptions, in Egyptian texts, Greek texts as well, that complement those sources. So there's no question that she was a genuine historical individual. We can say when she reigned, we can say something about her family background, how she came to the throne. We know what the historic and political context of her times are.
2,000 years of art and obsession line the walls, but one mystery still refuses to be solved. Where is Cleopatra's tomb? The exhibition takes visitors diving past sunken sphinxes and the ghosts of a drowned city in search of an answer no archaeologist has yet found.
The likelihood is, and again this is what the Roman sources tell us, that the tomb of Cleopatra, also the tomb of Alexander the Great, probably the tomb of the rest of the Ptolemies as well, were close enough that they would have been destroyed by, if not war, then a natural event like a tsunami.
The exhibition also traces how Cleopatra has been reimagined across centuries, from Roman busts to Shakespeare and Hollywood. It explores more than 2,000 years of art and storytelling, shaping how the world sees Egypt's last queen. And then the finale, an 8-meter-high projection room, a queen rising from her deathbed, an asp at her side. The Battle of Actium crashing around her, the naval defeat that ended a dynasty, and a woman who chose the manner of her own death rather than be paraded through Rome. Ancient Egypt, improbably but compellingly, has come ashore in East London.